RattleboneUnboxing. We're gonna unbox Rattlebones. So it is 2 players, 15 through 30 minutes, and ages 14 and up. So we're gonna unbox it now. So we're gonna see what's inside in this box, and you can see how it's made in the USA, and it's by RatherBeBoardGaming. Let's open it. Boom. And this is the board. See here. It's a very large board. Look at that. It's pretty big.
It's a giant Rattlebones.
Alright, so let's go 0 to 65.
Okay.
This time it didn't go to 0 to 100. This is the little
Catalog.
Yeah, this is a little column.
Catalog.
Catalog, sorry. And this is the instructions. You can see here.
Alright, what else? What is that? Flip that over, look at it.
And this is the so these are the tricky
okay.
cards.
Yeah, there are some spaces on the board. See, let me show you, buddy. There's some spaces on the board where there's not a space. Okay? And what you do is you mix these up and set those on top to change the game every time you play.
Yes.
Oh, look, we got coins, stars. Here's a stock market token.
Yeah, so I had to tilt the box so you can see.
Okay, we will. Now I want to show this real quick. These are really thin. These are super thin. They're paper thin, but I think it's so it'll blend in with the board when you.
Oh yes.
When you put it on the board, it kind of blends in real well. So those are super thin, but
yes.
This is thick. Here, help me push this. Can you push it? Oh, it's thick, isn't it? Here. Oh, look at that. That's good and thick.
Yep, right here you can see this is, right here you can see how this is thick.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of pieces. Also, there's the dice.
Yep. Now, this here just has, this is real thin. This is as thin like this, and it's just a single trench insert.
Oh, this kind of looks like the floor, this thing.
Yeah, like a wood floor. Yeah. Here, let's open this. This is big wood pieces, and you can show this off. This is cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, look at these wood pieces. They're just big. You see that?
You see how he has like a clown hat or something on?
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah.
Cool. And there's tons of them here. And there's even a small one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Get it out. There you go. Reach in.
There. So this one is like small like this one.
That'll be the score. That'll go on the score to show you.
Yep.
Yeah. And then here's the train. Big, chunky, giant wood piece. And then that's Rattlebones.
Yeah, that's a Rattlebones.
Now check this out, buddy.
Yeah.
These dice.
Yeah, you can put these inside of them.
Yeah, so you get to, as you play the game, look, it snaps in.
Yeah.
So you can change the way the dice looks as you play.
Yeah, you can also pull them out. Look, I'm going to show them how to pull it out. Okay.
Well, we'll do that while we're in the game. Here's the little tool to help.
Okay.
See, look. See this little piece goes right there? All right, go ahead. See if you can do it. Gotta stick it in there and oh, it popped.
And it pops. So it's normal.
Yep, that's normal. We just have to be careful not to lose them. So there are bunches of these die faces and enough dies for 3 for each player. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. These wood pieces are really thick and chunky. They feel pretty cool.
Oh yeah, you can also have the different colors of dice. See, there's white, gray, and black.
Yep, and there's one for each player. So
yes, there is one for each player.
all right. So
It's pretty cool.
It's a quick unboxing. These dice are really nice and chunky and big, but so that you can get the die faces on and off. But they're not heavy, are they? They're like a they're not soft plastic, but they are some kind of molded plastic, and they are a lightweight. They're
lightweight.
Yeah, they don't feel really much heavier than these big wood pieces.
Yeah. Leave it in the comments if you think this is a real dice than the other one.
No, it's real. It just feels different.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. We showed off all the pieces. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. And come back later, and we're gonna play the game, right?
Yes.
And we'll help you play. I think it'll be fun, don't you?
Yes. I'm gonna roll the dice. If it goes into the blue.
Alright, give it a little roll. Oh no. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very easy to roll.
Okay, so before we get into the game, I want to do just a preview of all the components, talk about them, and do an initial setup. This game, for whatever reason, did not come with any baggies, and you can see I have these pieces. You can't even see these on. So got these separated by their die faces. Here's Rattlebones. He would go here on the Rattlebones base 65. Train goes here on the 0. So got all the player pieces and all these. These will be for the black die, the gray die, and the white die. So these were not pre-assembled, but you have to do that yourself. But they didn't even give you baggies to restore these in. And the box insert, I'll show you that in a moment, it's pretty much useless. But we have the star victory point tokens. We've got some gold coins here, stock market pieces, and then the gamble die. And these may not be used in every game, and all of these will not be used in every game. It all depends on which of these come up. These, as I said before, are paper thin. Okay? Really thin paper stock, card stock. And so this would just change up some of the game every time. These are like different amusements around the carnival. Okay? Zoom in a little bit. Let's look at some stuff. Okay? So these little things, if you can see that it's kind of beveled there, and so that is so you can dig this in, and they work well. We've messed with this a little bit. The dice do work well. They're pretty cool. They feel good in your hand. They're good and chunky, and the quality of them seems really good. It does seem like, since this is sort of the gimmick of the game, they focused on that, and those are good quality, which is good. But let's look at this box insert real quick, if I can grab it. And it's just a I think this is pretty common of old Rio Grande games, and this is the same kind of stock as these, which it's not that great. And I do like the design. It makes it look like old wood panels, like you're inside of an old carnival truck or something. But I was probably thinking about and planning on making a foam insert for this, and I may do that because there's so many different pieces, die faces, and instead of having to separate them every time, you even have these that are dark green that are 1 actions through 5 actions, and then you have the gamble poker. So, and they're the same color, so instead of having to constantly separate those every time, maybe do an insert. And if I do that, I'll definitely show you that to you. But until then, I have plenty of bags, which for me is no problem. But so this is always here recently on Amazon for about 17 bucks, and I think that's what I paid for it. So just know, if you get it, you'll need some sort of baggies or something, because you have all of these goodies and it comes with nothing to store it in. Now, while I've got this zoomed in, you do initially have to create the die. Now, you can grab one of your die out of another game that's laying around to use as a guide, but a normal die, the opposite sides add to 7. So 1 and 6. So you go 1, 2, 3. You go in a triangle. You don't go straight around. You go in a triangle. 1, 2, 3. So once you do that, then the opposite of 1 is 6, the opposite of 3 is 4, and the opposite of 2 is 5. Okay, and you can use this one as a guide. See, there's the little triangle of 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. And on this, they got 6 as rattlebones. When you do these, okay, you just pick a side, and rattlebones will be a 1, and that is never supposed to come out. That always stays. As you move around the board, you'll be able to customize your dice and add faces here and there, but these you cannot. They must always stay like this as a 1. So they could have probably just gone ahead and done that for you, but everything was just in a bag and dumped together. So I'm going to work on that and come right back. So once you get these separated, they go pretty quickly. And you don't necessarily have to make it perfectly matched. You could just go in a circle and do it however you want it. I think as long as you did them all the same, that'd be the main thing. But there you go. And like I said, it is a shame that they weren't already pre-constructed, or at least this set so that it's always like that. But there you go. They're not hard to do, and they have a nice feel to them. I like the feel of the dice, but that was kind of sad that they give you this box insert that is just not going to do anything but let you just toss everything in there and mix it all up, and then you have all these pieces, and they didn't give you any baggies. But like I said, for me that's no problem. I'll take care of it. But there we go. Got the dice pre-built. Each player will get 1 of each color, and then all of their pieces. Now these, according to the manual, if you look, it does kind of look like the silhouette of a monkey wearing a clown's hat. And then your score token, if you can see, this is the ears. This down here is the little nose. That is a mouse. That's a little circus mouse. And that's your score token. Okay, so everybody has those. 3 monkeys and a mouse, and then your dice. And other than, you don't always use all of these. There's 12, and you only use 7 each game. That randomizes the game, which means you will not use every die face available each game. So that gives you a little bit of replayability. So there you go. That's the basic. So when we get into the actual game, we will do the tiles and setup, and we'll be ready to go. But I just wanted to show you the actual components and the dice and all that. So, all right, there you go. Hope you come back and watch us play.